And I know you guys say you like seeing me work on my race car and Fired it up yesterday to go to the track. I got it all back together. I changed the trans gearing and the rear gear because it's only geared for 8th mile now. Put the blower and stuff back on. Pulling it into the trailer, I noticed it only had like 20 pounds of oil pressure. So I decided not to go to the track today, obviously. And then I pulled it. That was, Saturday. I was supposed to go today, Sunday. So I came in the shop, pulled the oil pan off, pulled some bearings and stuff out of it. Bearings look okay. I noticed the oil was like real sludgy. I actually took a cell phone video. I'll put that in the video now. The oil is like fucking sludgy. Like real sludgy. I only had like 20 pounds of oil pressure, so I pulled the pan off, and I noticed that. And the bearings aren't really bad. They look fine, and it's almost like it's like a fucking silicone. Like, look at it. So I think it might have clogged my oil pump or some shit, and that's why I only had 20 pounds of oil pressure. The bearings look okay, so that's the good part. So I guess I'm gonna put it back together. I cleaned all the oil pan and stuff out. I guess I'll put it back together. Put the I pulled 2 rods and one. I pulled the main thrust bearing out. They'll look okay. Thank God. I mean, it was only idling at 20 pounds of oil pressure, so it's not bad. Generally, it has like 50 something at idle, and it'll have 80 or something at the end of the track. So I mean, I got the oil pan and stuff off now. You can see. Let me move this over here. This was like the shit that was like, it's got a mix with a bunch of 2+2 now, but it was almost like silicone-y. And I'm guessing that was either from sitting and some condensation and not getting hot enough, is my guess. So I made a post on Facebook and talked to a couple people and see what their opinions on it. And a couple guys said kind of the same thing. It wasn't getting hot enough. Oil wasn't getting hot enough to burn the condensation out of it. So, I mean, this thing, a lot of times I'll just fire it up for a minute or two and then shut it off. And a lot of times you do that a couple times and it's not good because it'll get some condensation in it and you just shut it off. It's also not good for spark plugs and stuff to do that because the plug doesn't get hot enough. If you have like a normal street car but you run like an 8 or a 9 plug in it, and you start it up for 2 minutes and shut it off and you keep doing that, it's not good for the plug. So people a lot of times will wonder why their plugs foul out so fast, because they started it up, backed it out of the driveway and shut it off, and they did that 15 times or whatever before the next time they drove it. You generally always want to get some heat in the car or whatever before you just shut it off. Let it get up to full operating temperature, whatever. And a lot of times, on a plug like that, you want to get some heat in it. Go wide open throttle, get a lot of cylinder pressure in it to get the plug hot. So if you cruise a plug that's a heat range 9 around for a while without wide open throttle and ever seeing any kind of heat, it's going to foul out. So I'll put this up in the air and I'll give you a look under and see what's inside the engine. All right, got this is under it. So I pulled the bearings and stuff. I mean, that's obviously I pulled the rod bearing and the main bearing here. I don't know how good you can see that with the GoPro, but everything looked okay. At first, I took off the oil filter and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you can see the journals on the crank, but they look fine. I'll show you the bearings in a second. They're over there on the table, but it looks fine. I mean, for people who want to know some details on the engine, it's a Dart aluminum block, fully skirted deal, so I can use a factory oil pan. Well, this factory oil pan without the pan rails, like the other block they offer. It's a Sonny Bryant crank. It's Cali's ultra billet rod, Wiseco piston. All pro cylinder head, a Procharger F1C94. So it's got some nice parts in it. It's 927 Jessel keyway lifters, it's all solid roller deal. It's it's not cheap to put something together like this. I don't know if you can see up here all the ports out the exhaust port. That's all water. This whole rail right here is water. So I feed a dash 16, dash 16 hose in the back of each cylinder head and a 12 in the front of each cylinder head, and then the water will escape out all these dash 6 ports on each side of the block in each exhaust port. There's my all EGT sensors and stuff in there. I just hooked up a bunch of stuff yesterday, G meter and some traction management stuff. So I was planning on taking it to the track today and see it run a pretty good number, but that's not the case. So whatever, that's racing. I'd rather come in here today and pull it apart with 20 pounds of oil pressure than go to the track and run it and leave with a rod through the side of my $20,000 engine. I'll probably change the bearings in it, just why it's apart, and then hopefully repeat and go to the track next weekend. So I'm kind of dying to get this thing to the track, especially since I changed it. The only time I had it out this year was at the first call out, and it broke after the first pass. So I ended up fixing that and getting it all together. So I guess we'll see. It's the only real changes I did are the trans gearing in the rear gear. So I had a 180 first gear glide with a 389 gear in the rear. Now I did a 158 first gear glide and a 456 in the back. So I'll only be able to go 8th mile, but every class and every sanctioning race that I race is all 8th mile now. The only thing that is quarter mile is World Cup. So I don't know if I'll switch gears back and run World Cup this year. I may, because I really love running that race. It's such an awesome event.
See, 757 at 183. They put it in the 750 range right there. Career best quarter mile hit for Fran Schatz. 485 to the 8th mile. They're going to be happy with that one as Schatz goes up to number 9. Gregory stays 11.
But it's not cheap to change this stuff, so we'll see. I guess it depends how close my last race is to World Cup, and if I have a bunch of time. If I get a bunch of time, maybe I'll change it, send it back to RPM Transmissions, and have them just switch the gears back. But we'll see.
It's all back together?
No.
So how's oil pressure now?
60 something.
Okay. Oh my God, it's boosted C6.
Oh my God.
What are you doing here?
Watching Kevin drift.
Try to drift.
Oh yeah. Kev, come on. You're on camera. Do something.
He's parking because he can't drift.
I
Do a wheelie.
You tried to do a wheelie.
Damn.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, someone asked if we're gonna get those shirts made.
No.
Yeah.
Lewis had those made for Ocean City, so they are not production. They are.
I'm out.
All right, see ya. You gonna go see your car? Oh God.
I have to visit my car.
Oh! You gotta get some more speed.
Yeah. Right now I'm slow like Matt's car.
Damn. He's faster than you right now.
You adjusting your camera.
It's the focus. Can't even see it. Sorry, heads cam, ammo, MSD, throttle body. That's it.
Our package.
Yeah,
Thanks, bad bitch.
it's pretty good.
It's like 45.50.
It's really good. See what B-Rad's doing here.
You know.
Putting a little spring compressor on the wall.
Yeah. I finally got the holes drilled, so my chicken arms took a while to do it, but they got it done. So
At least you know.
Yeah, I embrace it.
It's good. I don't know if Eric's gonna be able to reach that. It's alright, he can stand on a stool.
Yeah.
I'll give him a stool. You just stand. I don't have a spring compressor, but that thing sucks. So we got a new one.
It looks like a death trap.
It is a death trap. That's why everybody hates it. That's why we're like, dude, we need to get a new one and mount it. This one will definitely make the job a lot easier.
We'll see.
There you go. Line her up.
Yes, sir.
Matt. It doesn't have the same ring to it as Eric.
Yeah. You can just call me into my normal name.
Okay, I'll just call you Matt. Can't do Eric's voice with you. Scene! Oh, that works.
That's got a ring to it.
That has a ring to it.
Sounds like Eric.
Scene! Damn it, scene! So how goes the Procharger installation?
Good.
I saw you got the blower on.
Yeah, blower's on. Belt's on.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Intercooler's about to be on.
So Procharger coming together pretty well.
Yeah.
Looks good. So you got some cardboard there on the intercooler to prevent it from getting messed up.
Yeah.
Doesn't make my shot look very good though.
No. It's gonna make the intercooler look nice when my knees aren't flattening all the things out.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Scene. Just doing scene.
Working.
Well, I see that. What specifically are you working on?
This is getting a clutch and some spark plugs, and since I just did a clutch, it should be a little quicker.
Should be cake is what you're saying.
Yeah. Really good.
Famous last words.
Don't jinx me.
Yeah, you did it to yourself, man. Yeah, I think this thing originally came in for just a tune, and then he was like, you know what, I kind of need a clutch. So.
It has like 6,000 miles on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously got some
So
stuff
you
done
want
to
to
it.
upgrade.
Yeah. We're doing an RXT.
Nice and fresh.
This thing's loud.
Hard and loud.
I was editing and I heard it, and I was like, oh, all right.
Hard. Like I rolled the window. Seriously. I don't know what exhaust is it.
I have no idea. I'll go take a look at it. I have no idea. It just looks like Borla tax with no caps.
It's loud.
It's very loud. So this one just came in for a tune?
Yeah.
Our setup or what?
No.
No? What setup is it?
BTR 4 cam. It's got a thing, invoice in the center console for the heads, which BES did.
Looks like a Mamo.
It's got an MSD. I don't know if it's Mambo. Why does it look? No, it's not.
I was gonna say it looked like
Painted
it was
MSD.
shaved.
Yeah.
Either way, it's got a
MSD. You don't know if it's ported or not.
Okay.
And a Veraram.
Yeah. So it looks like it was hydro dipped.
Oh.
It has that like faux carbon fiber look.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that spelled?
FAUX. The X is silent.